Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here on the hill here today, Austin Gomber. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His second homer of this series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Will Smith to the plate. This to third. Throws to first. One out in the top of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout, and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use. 2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
There's the strike. Next offering misses down and away. Betts, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Beck raging back towards the wall, and it's off the wall. Flying around third is Betts. The relay to the plate, safe at home, and the runner scores from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that's down and away.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Man at second. Ripped towards third. And Hernandez is out. So 2 down now, and here is Andy Pajes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
That's just out.
Tommy Edman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Two outs. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Rockies coming up. Back here at Coors Field, and towing the slab, Clayton Kershaw.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. His second of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Stays alive. Breaking ball misses down and away. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 1 down, bases empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at bat. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good, and that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate, and it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Michael Toglia. The 1-1 just missed.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that's downstairs. And now 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 1 out. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. And that one ripped to left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Second inning set to go. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because...
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Off the mark there. 3-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik getting loose out there. Molina also getting ready. That one in there across the letters.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Rojas gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's even up.
That's inside.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Austin Gomber done for the afternoon. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Anthony Molina taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two on, 1 out, and up to the plate is Will Smith. And that one is in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, just threw that fastball by and elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 2 on, 2 outs. Freeman hits it in the air. Beck sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in Denver, here's Orlando Arcia.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That one misses. Ball 3. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Braxton Fulford. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck. Fly ball out towards left field. On its way. And that one is gone. A massive home run. And they lead it. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
So 2 down. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lou Trevino looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 getting loose as well. 2 out, space is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Hernandez going back on the warning track and hauls it in.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And we're back. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Looking to get the tying run on base. Missed with a changeup. And it's 2-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score easily. Tie ball game, 4-4. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Fly ball to right. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Tied at 4. That's inside.
That's inside.
And a big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Pages, the runner at second with one away. Cut on and lifted in the air. Freeman. He's got it. 2 away. Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Towards first. Tolia steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now tied 4-4. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Will Klein. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 61.
Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hard hit to third. Rojas with the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer will hit next. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one missing inside. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Glove flip for one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Jake Bird.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty. To third. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. McMahon fires over to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. This game's all tied at 4. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Kirby Yates.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia. And a breaking ball misses outside. Tied at 4. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Bud Black bringing on a pinch hitter. Hunter Goodman. Big spot for him here. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Here's a 1-1. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Arcia over at first with one away. And it remains 2-2. Swung on, belted. Pajes on the move, heading back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. Man at second. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts zips it across. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jordan Beck.
And now here is Jordan Beck. And a swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down.
2 strikes.
On the ground at first. Freeman takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Rocks with the run-scoring double. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Seth Halverson.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Well, one-run game. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now, I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hernandez with a high fly ball deep to left, and that one hops the wall. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes, falling behind 2-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. A gigantic blast. It's 6-5. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Seth Halverson departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now
Pitching change here. Tyler Kinley
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
One down, and here comes Tommy Edman. On the ground right side to first, and they get Edman for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Outside with a breaking ball. And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. In the dirt, but kept close. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Two outs. Up the middle, that's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Two aboard, 2 outs. A little bit low.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Hernandez around third. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they lead by 2.
That's 3 singles in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Betts now at the plate. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Rockies 5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
On the ground, right side. And Estrada is out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Next for Colorado, Michael Toglia.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Inside, and a count 2-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Pajes going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Rockies down to their last out. Kyle Farmer digs in now. The 1-1. That's a slider for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
Just on the ground, and it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A 7-5 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.